Good evening. It's Wednesday, and that is the day that all of us get to rejoice and be glad of the day that the Lord has made. You know what? On Wednesdays is the ladies' night in one way or another because we go ahead to discuss relationship matters. That's why I'm inviting each and everyone to come tonight because tonight is the final episode of the relationship edition, aka Late Night Date with Ellie. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Likuyani Eli, and this is Art in Heart. You can follow the link live on Facebook and YouTube. The handles are The Arts in Heart. Guest, should I call them, or panelists of the night, we have Noreen Nambata all the way in Nairobi, Kenya. Good evening, Noreen. How are you?
Hey, Ellie, good evening to you. I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm good, a little bit sad, but I'll get to explain that later on.
You're sad.
A little bit. I like ladies, but somebody's trying to kick me out. So let's just say, yeah, we never know. We never know. We never know.
I'm so sorry, Ellie. I'm so sorry, but it's so unfortunate. Lazima utoke nje, utuachie hii, This is ours, so you have to leave it for us. This is a girl's thing. Sasa, when time comes, we'll have to kick you out and we're going to run with it.
I can tell that feminism in you, it's working against the men, or rather the gentlemen in the society. Frida Nguku, all the way in Nairobi, Kenya. Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday edition. How are you?
Hi, Ellie. Hi, Noreen. I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Super excited. I can't wait to hack this out.
Okay, fine. So, you can follow the conversation live on this page, and equally, you can follow this on YouTube. The handle is The Art in Heart, and be part of the conversation with the hashtag Art in Heart, responding to live Marriage Connect Kenya. And the elephant in the room, ladies, is, does the 90-day rule apply even as we are asking this? Because we seek to address this so-called "what are we" disease that comes, especially after the cookie jar has been accessed. Frida.
90 days for who? For where? For when? Never. Doesn't work.
Never.
Not in this generation, Ellie. Let's just call it a spade a spade. Let's not go into a spoon. It just doesn't work. That's just it. Period. Don't come for me, but that's just it.
Noreen, you have a different idea. You've been laughing all through. I mean, are you surprised? Are you impressed?
You know what, Frida? When someone looks at you and you stand by your no, for me, I'll not support you for today. That's why I'll not. For me, it is a yes. Yes.
90 days.
It still applies. Yes. So,
well, Ellie, let's wait. Noreen goja kidogo. So 90 days of no sex in the era we're living today, that has phones, has tablets, where I can call you, I can call a crush ahead, some years back, someone I met kwa matatu. 90 days of waiting. Ellie, that's how men end up leaving us.
I know, right? I mean, I'm being seduced into this. I'm just thinking if I should join the bandwagon you're in. But then again, for everybody that is watching, be part of the conversation. Send your comments in the comment section. And the question we are asking, does the 90 days rule apply? Because a lot of people get into this so-called demon that they ask, what are we? And Noreen, we have already established that. But why do women actually, and I believe it's women most of the time, will say, what are we? Especially baada ya mtu kuanza kubrowse, amebrowse, ashatoka kwa the first tab, second tab, they are now doing cookies clearance. And then you're asking them, what are we? Noreen, don't tell me you're frozen. Akia mungai na me freeze. It's all right. Look cute. We'll get you back. Yes, Frida.
This is what I believe, Ellie. Kwanza, why you even getting to a point where you're asking what are we when you've already given your cookie? You know, the moment you've decided to get into your cookie, what are we should not appear. But since it's now here and we're talking about the 90 days, I believe this would have worked kitambo during our mother's time, our grandfathers, our grandmother's time, because the era we're living today, this is what I believe in. You need to understand why I am with Ellie without thinking. You know, when you get into a situation and you're like, let's wait. And it means you're not very sure what you're getting yourself into. So in the 90 days, I have Ellie here, assuming I have Ellie here. And I
don't assume I'm here. Don't assume I'm here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Story, by the way. So you're supposed to be able to know what I want as a woman before you get into a relationship. That way you're able to tell if Ellie is the person I can have whatever I want with, right? So this waiting for 90 days, it means either you do not know what you want, or you're trying to test waters, or you're trying to, whatever it is, but get to understand who is Ellie. Can Ellie fit in what I'm looking for? And by the way, also women sometimes are not looking for probably a relationship. They just want to have, the other thing.
You know, they just want to have the DJ get to the disc and, you know, get to...
And we need to accept that. We need to also accept that it's not just a man thing. It's not just a man thing that even women out here, like, you know what, 90 days is not going to work for me, man. So if you're a man and you want 90 days, please keep going.
Yeah. Is that why we have less virgins around, Noreen?
Yes.
I almost called you Victoria. Victoria, I miss you. Victoria, I really miss you. Frida.
Yes.
Frida, I really want to disagree with what you're saying. Because one, when you're getting into a relationship with a guy, I am a lady. This 90-day rule is still applying until date. It's because we've reached at some point and we've decided that we are not going to where things were before, you know. So you want to do things digitally. You want to test things differently. You want to go deeper. You want to, you know, you're not like this time, this 90 days for you to wait and learn someone. It is a time for you to really understand what that person really is. Are you in that relationship together? One, what is the main reason why you are getting into that? Two, is this someone, like, you're trying to learn how are their emotions, what are the temperaments, you know, and what kind of personality does this person have before you get to now the other side of the curtain. You have to give yourself time to really know if you're ready for that. Then with that, one thing will lead to another. When you give yourself to a man, even to haraka, you will end up like someone will look at you and be like, this chick looks sorry to say this, but you look loose. Someone may want to conclude that. And I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation where Ellie, just a minute. I wouldn't want to.
Frida, it's fine. Frida, please help me understand Noreen. Are you buying into this whole philosophy Noreen is giving us?
I was eating out. Why am I mute? I was like, why am I muted? Because Noreen, let me tell you something. You could wait for 90 days, and this guy gets the coochie, and in the next 91 days, he's gone. You could wait for a whole 6 months. How many months you gonna wait for? And still, so it's waiting time. We can pretend for the next 90 days. So my belief is, and this is what I believe in, if you decide to get into a relationship and there are two of you are grown-ups, keyword, you are grown-ups, you know what you're looking for and you know what you're going for. You need to be able to understand that this is it, this is what we are going for, and be ready for whatever comes after that. That means whatever happens right now, it's not something for me to be judged with. That means you're dating a man who understands, a mature man here, not a boy. Ellie, we're talking about men here, not boys, right? So a mature man here.
Look, I'm a real man. Frida, let's just make that clear. I'm a real man. Boys are still in school. Okay. It's something else. Okay. Go ahead.
Na wale kuna wenye wako huku by the way wako na miaka kadhaa lakini their way of thinking ni watoto. So I expect the age I am right now, we are not in our 18. Someone is not supposed to judge me because I gave my coochie in the first 1 week. There are people who give in the first 1 day, and that marriage, that relationship grows to beautiful marriage. And those who wait for a year and it doesn't go anywhere. So it goes back to who is this person you're dealing with, and what are you looking into achieving in the next many years or in the next few years, or maybe probably it's a one night you want to have. So go right ahead, but get to understand each other. And don't judge. Don't judge if you're going to date me. Don't be a man to judge you.
Okay, allow me to interject. Ellie and Frida, you know, in Kenya, I understand there is Lake Victoria, and when you go to Lake Victoria, you know what happens there. Fishermen are there.
There's a lot of...
Listen, fishermen are there, and they go to the lake to fish. Does it mean when they go and cast their nets into the lake, they quickly get fish from it? One, they'll come across they'll come across any kind of animal in the water. At first, you may think it's fish. It's until you take out your net to know what really it is.
Well, that's why you're going into it and find out if this is the fish or if this is not something like a fish.
What I'm trying to say,
the earlier you know, the better for you.
No, I disagree. I disagree. What I mean here is, it takes time for someone to get something. Anything that you get easily, you lose it easily. There is nothing that just comes for free like that. No. Yeah, if it comes there like the first time and you get it and you run with it, then that's what we call you are very fortunate. You know, you are very lucky. But kuna hii part ingine that I mean, we don't work with being lucky or not being lucky, but we just work with playing your cards right and doing the right thing. So it will cost you nothing to wait and learn the person and make the next decision step by step. Because once you get into a relationship, you don't just start things like, wow, girls. Okay, ladies, let me ask you one thing. When a man comes to you and you are the very first person to say, by there I was thinking, do you mind meeting my mom? Remember, that is day 2. You're not even waiting for 90 days. You already want that man to meet your mom. Day 3, by the way, your brothers, by the way, your sisters. Really, you already want to get known to the other family when the man himself is not even in a position to know whether this thing is gonna work or not. And there is one thing that I respect of men. Men, if you find a man that will meet you and take you to their place, that means he trusts you. That means he is.
Bwana, hiyo kitu tumefanywa village sana bwana. What are you talking about? We have been taking them there. What are you talking about? Noreen, let's go to the comment section before we over digest and overemphasize on some matters that probably other people think differently. In the comment section, we go all the way up. People wrote a good evening to you, my darling. How are you doing tonight? Alex Sanchez, lovely, he says. I hope that's he, because those names can be very unisex. Beatrice Ayuma, good evening to you. Good evening. How are you, my dear? Nimekukosa sana. Kelvin Kirui, wow. Okay, locked in. Miss Jane, as always, been such a long time. Saran Jonjo says, darling, yes. Watu wanadanganyana hapa. Okay, naongeleshana na mwingine. Now nimeelewa. I can follow the conversation. Beautiful ladies, I see. Okay, ladies, you are looking beautiful. Na kuna jamaa hapo amekubali, amenaisika. Ian Walk, nice, he says. Nancy Magan, tuned and good evening. Good evening to you, Nancy. I hope you're good. Yeah, watu wanapendana huku. Ati tumeulizwa, ati 90 gena? Ati 90 what? Oh, disikia wapi? I know, Frida, that's the point you want to jump in, but it's okay. I've released your laughter. Patrick Patorangi, majina tunayopewa jamani. Niko ndani. Happy to see warembo hapo. Fire them, fire. Godwin Segero says, 90 what? 90 angoa? Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi?
Wewe umesema Raisi ang'oa.
Yes. And Salama, Salama, how are you, my dear? Long time. I hope you're good. 90-day rule for who? Hii kitu si sabuni. Haki ya gai. Haki. Watu leo wamekuja na ubaya. It's Wednesday. You are allowed. Kipro Roda, I don't know what you're telling each other, Sarah and Jonjo, but I would love to be part of the conversation. Kama ni makolabo, pia sisi tuko standby. We have, who else is here? Kipu says Tulia. Felix Mwangi says, I love this. Thank you so much, Felix Mwangi, and welcome to the show. Who else is here? Let me just see. Virgins ni word gani? Dictionary gani hii unaongelea? Okay. Clearly we can tell. We can tell Norin wewe been attending the wrong lessons of life. Huku ni kubaya. Victor Ebanked Bet says, people must stumble within a week of knowing each other. 90 days is too much. Too much English. If I can add that. Okay, Norin, umewatch ile movie dem aliwait till marriage. Akachwa honeymoon juu he got what he wanted. Utastuka. Okay, fine. Apparently, it is very obvious that people are not accepting this 90-day rule. So we are asking that why then do you go and complain and start asking, what are we? And Frida, I'll go back to you and ask, why then do ladies, after things have been harvested, all of a sudden they remember, babe, in the middle of the night, say umelala, say unajua hiyo kitu inapeananga usingizi. Sasa umelala, mwanaume umejisahau, unaamsha in the middle of the sleep. Sasa hiyo unakutana na malaika. Unaulizwa, what are you doing? But babe, you know I'm sleeping, right? Yeah, I have a question. Can we talk? Yes. So babe, yes. What are we? Frida,
you see,
what are we?
Eli, when you get such questions, Kwanzaa as a man, if you get that question from a woman, please run. Just go. Just leave that woman. Because clearly, hajui kitu anataka. Unless you're dating an underage. Yes, she is the problem. What do you mean, what are we? You already know who you are, who you are and what you're doing there. Ili ufike mahali unauliza, what are we? Are you, unless ako under 18, nitampea hiyo excuse. I'll be like, good, I'm going to excuse you for that.
And we are not advocating for under 18s to be doing some stuff. Mungoje, so many, hata si tulisoma. Hata si tulisoma. Nilipata A4. Alafu ile atano kapata D+. Msitulete.
You have to verify. We're going to verify. But if you get, please, if you're a man and you're here and you get a woman asking you, what are we? Run. Kimbia, save your life. That's a woman who doesn't know what they want. You don't want to be a woman who doesn't know what they want. Because if they got themselves there, they should be knowing what they are or what they are doing. Don't wait until Michelle nauliza what are we? No, we're not doing that. Let me sip my tea. No, we're not doing that, Amy.
No, I have to ask that question. What are we? You're not taking me as someone who doesn't know what she wants. You're not taking me as a lady who doesn't know what is best for her. Frida, let me tell you, before you got in there, before you get yourself into that so-called relationship, of course, we have our expectations as ladies. You know, back in our minds, we have expectations. You know, and we cannot just go like hanging everything or just splitting everything for everyone to know what is going on in us. I understand that, ladies, we are people that we like talking, and we talk everything that is inside us to let everything out, so that we release any kind of anger or something that comes with stress to do with relationships. But when you get in that relationship and a man is just there, he's not saying anything. On Friday comes, where does it happen? I want to go out. There is Dunda somewhere else, maybe in town, in Westlands. People who know Westlands, you know where you want to go. Then another thing comes. Maybe you want something like lunch, or let's say you're going for dinner. Like, that is always the topic that you always discuss about with your guy, you know. Then after that, poop, there is sex. After sex, what are you going to do? Like, what is in your mind? A man is not saying anything. Ako tu, he's just there, like literally, he's just there. No a thing. No, like, maybe I want us to do this. Maybe I want us to discuss about something that we have, like we will have in future. You're just there. I'll ask that question whether you like it or not. I want to know who we are. I want to know my position in this relationship.
Now, you're asking what are we after you've already had sex? What is wrong with you? Why are you? That question should have come either unconsciously, ujiambie huyu mwanamume kama hajaniuliza. If they've not asked me out, I believe if they've not asked you out, or if you not discussed and you've decided to do the act, please take the consequences of whatever will happen after the act and move with it. But don't have expectations of, because now I've given out my coochie, then it means this guy should see me beyond a girlfriend and see me as a future wife or something. It doesn't work like that. Just because someone has your coochie doesn't mean now they should be clarifying now whether we are dating or not, or whether we are going to get married or not. You're supposed to be able to know, if I'm getting into this relationship, if I am not ready to have sex in the first 10, let's say 4 weeks to come, or maybe in the next 10 days, then you should be able to know if this guy is interested in this, walk away, right? And if you commit into it, the what are we should never. I don't understand why you, in the middle of the night, unamsha mwanaume, like, what are we? Are you a baby? You were there when everything was happening. So you didn't ask, you did not get clarification. You assumed because he likes you, then he has something beyond that. And men are physical beings, by the way. They are physical beings. So they could decide, you know what, this is just it, and I am not going to discuss that. And the moment you accept, we as women need to accept how men are and how we are created, and then work that, either to work for you in the best of your interests, right? Or do that and have fun along the way. And just because he tells you, by the way, we are dating, doesn't mean it's gonna go far. At that very heated moment, they could lie. Ellie, am I lying? Am I lying?
Well, we will be answering that, ladies, after we take the break. Well, Leonie Kumoto, you know, I'm just listening to the ladies. I'm like, wow, I'm loving this. If you're loving the conversation, kindly send your comments or response with the hashtag @InHeart responding to live, or hashtag MarriageConnectKenya in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this discussion. And we having one simple question for you, our audience, is, does the 90-day rule apply? Even as we figure out what are we in tonight's topic. Remember, this is the final episode of the relationship edition. So if you missed out, here are just some but a few of what we've done in the previous episodes.
You find that people who are in marriages early, na mmekaa kwa hiyo marriage, ukiingia kwao hata hawezi crack joke, hata hawaongeleshani. Unashindwa watu wanaishingi aje? They skipped the intimate friend. Yes, but they have children, they have built a home. You can see they have a whole life, but they lack intimacy. Uonange tu wanatembea wameshikana mkono hata kwa harusi. I don't know whether Eli ushaenda harusi, groom na bride wanashinda wakiambiwa shikaneni mkono. I mean, these guys are getting married. If you can't hold hands, how are you going to do everything else? I mean, you know. So do not skip the stage of building intimacy. These are the hard questions that now you begin to ask during courtship. And people go all the way to marriage without asking their partner, what are your marriage rights in your family?
Kuna time unajipata kwa mkahawa unangoja mtu na hauna kakitu. Unajipata kwa hoteli, pesa zimeisha. Unaengoja amechelewa. Unahesabu senti ni 2 zimebaki. Waiter anakuuliza upishe watu wakae. Jasho linatoka. Usitie shaka, kwani kahawa ndio chaguo lako. Ni kahawa bila maziwa, ikienda sana ni 200. Kunywa kahawa, ficha uhaba wa pesa. Piga picha, shtua mitandao. Coffee, hiding poverty since 1900. Usilambe chupa, kunywa kahawa. Usilambe chupa, kunywa kahawa.
Hi, my name is Frida Nguku. I'm the founder of Joy McCall Papers and Deco. I'm an interior designer, an entrepreneur, a content creator on YouTube, a mentor, and a singer. At Joy McCall Papers and Deco, we have quality wallpapers, wall murals, contact papers, and turf, otherwise known as artificial grass. Our services include interior design, installation, and training for those who are interested in our services. Now, we have varieties of wallpapers with different textures, designs, patterns, and colors to give you your desired look. Currently, we have stocked over 1,000 samples of wallpapers for you to choose from. We have trained installers to ensure flawless finish upon installation. We offer our services countrywide, and we also do delivery. Follow us on social media at Joy McCall Papers and Deco on Facebook and at Joy McCall Papers and Deco on Instagram. As a YouTuber, I have videos to show you how you can do installation yourself, so check them out on YouTube at Frida Nguku. For business or any other inquiries, kindly contact us or reach us on 0786923452, and we are going to help you build a happy place.
And guess what? This is Likuyani Eli. You are right here on time for the Wednesday edition, the season finale. As we bring down the curtains, the debate is quite heated, and I can tell from the reactions we are getting in the comment section. So I'll bring the ladies so that they are able to know kumedoka. Frida, umewasha moto?
Yes.
Yani moto yako ni moto kama wallpapers zako. Yes. We have Noreen on the other end, who is acting like yeye ndio anatambua hivitu. Let's start with Miss Jen, who says 90-day rule would apply if you made boundaries in the first place. Asking the question of what are we after that happens doesn't really make sense, because you both assume the same thing without making yourself clear in the first place. Noreen. Luseka Pum Pum, why ask who are we after? Is it that you met the same day and you find yourself doing it? I mean, come on, that question, who are we? You have to answer it yourself before you commit yourself in that relationship, or rather, ask in that period of knowing each other well before sex, not after. Tuelewane. Lakini yako kashetani kanashikanga our other human beings. Wycliffe Gaddafi can't comment. Now I understand why Mr. Man is missing, but it's okay. We'll be praying that unareleasiwa. Sometimes it's good to be very gentle on these streets. Zuckerberg might be watching. Frida, I'm with you. That's Kapum Pum Noreen. Sex is not dowry negotiation, please. Tafadhali. Tusipelekane hivyo. Tafadhali. Thalmas Dimosh. This must be Wycliffe. He's the only one who consistently uses our hashtag Atinat. Na watu nyamtumi mko na roho mbaya sana, by the way. But it's okay. We'll discuss about that another time. Atinat, what are we? You are an appetizer. When my cheeks is out of mood, so what? I can't, guy. You're so rude. You're so true and rude at the same time. Let's find James Blessings. Oh, wow. You look so pretty and so beautiful. Nice to meet you. Okay. That wasn't meant for me. That wasn't meant for me. Salama says, Noreen, praise God. Hallelujah. The God and the glory is here. The glory is here. Look, before we shut, hii maneno utajua, my friend. Alafu, kuleni kwa raha, after you can cement whatever. Kuleni raha, after you can cement whatever. Now, ladies, let me just ask this question. And it's basically within our thought of flow. Is sex overemphasized in a relationship, or does it really play a role in a relationship when it's being established? Noreen.
Thank you so much, Eli. Sex when you go back to the Bible, was it meant? What was sex meant for? Married people. Are you married? For you to have sex, or for you to put it as we call, that was a gift that was given to married couple. That is a fruit that was given to a married couple. Why would you use sex to let's say, let me put it why would you use sex to cement your relationship? Why would you use sex to build your relationship with your partner? So for me, sex is meant for married couple. Then when you get there, you can enjoy it. You scream whenever you want. You talk about it anytime you want. Even if you want to walk naked from morning to evening, so that you attract your man or you attract your woman, it is upon you, because that is a fruit that was given to you as a married couple. I don't know what Frida Nguku has to say about this.
Before Frida answers that, I would like Frida to define to us who is married or what is marriage, because this is something that sometimes confuses us. I mean, from the understanding of the society at large, let's not make it a religious discussion, but of course we subscribe to different beliefs and whatever they are. But for tonight, let us understand, who will you term as married?
Now, Eli, first, Noreen has taken us not even into 90 days, into marriage. Say to men,
I'm to talk about 90 days of testing to 90 days of fiancé to get marriage.
What is it now? If we go, when you talk about marriage, it means it's official. Not come we stay. It means it's official. That means either you've done it in court, chief, traditional marriage, it's official. Right? There's that thing you've signed that says now you're married. So that is what I would call married, right?
So if I take you to my home village, I show you to my father and mother, and they have a blessing on us, would you consider that marriage?
No, if we do the traditional ways of marriage, there is going home, and then there is tunaleta watu, because we want to do traditional marriage. Right? Like we want people to understand that now nimechukua msichana wa wenyewe, naishi na yeye. That is now, that is what
we never take msichana wa wenyewe. Kuna maua fulani huwa tumechuna hapo, ama inakuwa ng'ombe fulani imepotea. By the way, why do they call them ng'ombes in the first place?
Because sometimes
kuna mnyama yetu imepotea.
Behaving like that, and the fact that I think we get exchange for that. But anyway, so that is what marriage is. So when Noreen, you take us now back, not even to 90 days to marriage.
Listen. Eli asked that question, and I put it in a way that we are not actually doing this between these 90 days, because one thing, when you're getting into a relationship, one of the viewers mentioned something. You have to set boundaries at the beginning of any step you're making in a relationship. If you decide that, well, I'm getting into a relationship with Eli, as a lady, what do I want? What am I fighting for? What am I going for? If I want to start giving out or to start sharing my cake right now, that is a decision that I have made, or you have made, Frida, because you strongly believe, you strongly do not believe in the 90-day rule. So I'll put it as you have decided to give out the cake or to share your cake with Eli before you get into the hang of the fruit of marriage.
Noreen, you are really vouching for me. I hope they get to share some cakes, especially the ones from Valentine Cake's house. Sorry, they did not pay for the advert, but it's okay. Continue.
Noreen, and yeah. now for once, there's something we agree on, right? That I need to know whatever I'm getting myself into. At least we've agreed on that. Eli, did you hear that? She said, if you decide to have sex in the next 3 weeks, Noreen, it means I have decided to have sex in the next 3 weeks or in the next 1 month. Perfectly okay. That means what are we? I am already sure that I have decided to do this. I know the consequences. It could be they just wanted to have that in 3 weeks and they walk away. Are you ready for that consequence? It could be they actually wanted to know how good you are, and they're like, you know what, this is a woman I want to spend the rest of my life because she's amazing in bed. That's another thing. So there are consequences that come with that men will never share with you.
Frida, you've taken me somewhere that I'm seeing you and I are going like this, but it's okay. Noreen, it's all right. Let's get there. Historia 90-day rule, apparently we have agreed it doesn't apply. And we are also agreeing that to be fair enough, you need to know at what level you're starting that relationship. I asked if sex is overemphasized in a relationship because in the times we are living in, I know we really pray hard. We access and get virgins. But where are these virgins hiding, Nguku? Where are they?
They are there.
Noreen, I was supposed to ask you, are you aware of some of them? Ama nyanya wamezaliwa?
Wako, but very few. Number imeenda to 1%. So the 99%, trust me, hakuna. But reason, you know what Ellie makes me feel like, okay, this virgin things just needs to stop. It's because men are looking for virgin after they've spoiled millions and ones, you know, and they're now looking for that one virgin. Are virgins there? Yes, 1%. It's still there. And not every man is looking for a virgin, by the way. No.
Some of these people want highways that have been prepared.
Wanataka wenye hawatasumbuana.
But so, one thing you should know, Frida. If there is any gift, a special gift that you'll ever give to a man, a man that you've decided that you will spend the rest of your life with, and useme, hey manze, ini gift nimekuwa nikingoja kukupatia. You know what? I'll give it to him.
And what will this man give you as a gift?
You see now,
because, gifts, and that's interesting that you mention it, but I really want to understand from what you expect as a lady. Let's not make this about morality, police, and all that, but let's talk about fairness. This is a lady who has preserved themselves until the day Onambia we officially pronounce you husband and wife. Fair enough. Wewe umemletea chakula haijawahi toka, hata chupa haijalambwa, hata haijafunguliwa, cork imefunikwa, ukifungua bado yeye anakuletea nini?
Thank you Ellie. Thank you so much.
Men, as you are advocating, our women are losing, you men, what are you doing and giving into that relationship that you're walking into?
Yes.
Answer me in the comment section. And ladies, let me get your perspective. Noreen, what would you expect?
Listen, Ellie, you are Ellie, and there is another Ellie somewhere that has told himself that, you know what, I'm not going to do this. We had, I remember in one of our shows, we had a guest, and he told us that he said to himself, he made that decision that he's not going to have sex until marriage. As much as you're saying these men are not there, to be honest, they are there. It's only that they cannot show and tell you that, Manze, I exist. No, these men are there. There are men like Ellie. There are men like Ellie who would want maybe to test cakes, No.
I want to put icing on the cake. Let's agree on that. I don't test. I just add icing. Godi Segero says, what's the point here of kukazia mutu in the name of till marriage, only to share with what was Subaru? And right now they are in Naivasha. We know that. By the way, this thing of waiting till marriage is the biggest scam. Unaingia, unatoka, wow, and you're wondering, what just happened? Virginity for who? Dimash says, having had sex on first few days of dating isn't a bad idea. Those are his own comments. Few days of dating isn't a bad idea. You have to know what you're working with. Your 90 days. What if you realize I don't have chalk to draw with? But let me see again. I'm not talking.
Aki. Salama.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking. How will you know the guy is a virgin? Okay, it's virgin. Ingine muongezea si yenye kwa utake kusema. He will mess with many girls, then settle for you. But today you guys have decided you will not going to sieve your words. You're giving me a hard time. So tuko wengi sana from Kikuyu, tuko wengi hapa uchoyo jo Norin. Norin wacha kunyima watu. Daddy P says so. Who else
I'm
is saying
keeping my
what? Let me see. Salama is there. Salama. Let me see what Salama says. Norin, you are living in a stone age. Virginity is not a gift. That man will still cheat. Now Salama mbono unatuharibia. Now you've just changed the. Why are you changing the discussion, Salama? Why are you changing the discussion, Salama? Why? For the love of the son of Abraham, why are you changing? Yes, Kipro Roda. Eli, you are enjoying this topic, Sana. Oh, yes. And you know why? Because I feel sorry for people who wake up one day and they're looking at you with strange eyes and asking you, what are we? We've had enough times of situations where ladies, and I'm really focusing on ladies tonight. I'm sorry if I'm coming at you for that hard, but ladies most of the time feel shortchanged. Do you people believe that there are people who will walk into a relationship with one basic need, sex, and nothing after that? Yes.
Is that
Frida.
for me?
Yes.
Now, are there people who are walking, not in a relationship, walking to a woman with one agenda? Yes, that is correct. They would walk to you because they like your ass, they like how you're looking, so they just want sex. They want to say, or maybe you're this person who people are Nasifu Koinje, a celebrity, they want to be able to say, I had sex with Frida because she's this girl. So yes, there are those who walk into a woman's life for that specific reason. Now, are there those who walk into a relationship for sex alone? No. Mm-hmm. If you have sane mind, you're not going to walk into a relationship specifically for sex. There are other things, and you'll be very dumb to be in a relationship just for sex. Why don't you just get to Koinange? Get it. Why don't you just... There are so many women out here looking for one night stand. Get it.
By the way, just a tip. Koinange might be cheap actually. But that's based on research.
Yes, it might be very cheap. Other than now, upatane na Frida mwenye atakwambia nibaie lunch, sijui tuende wapi, sijui make my hair. Make it easy. And let's make life easy. If you want sex, please let's say, you know what, Frida. And by the way, you could be approaching me with a relationship, and I'm not even looking for a relationship. I'm looking for sex. So tell me, and probably we're going to enjoy it a little more because both of us know what we're doing, right? So let's be open. Let's just be open. The issue here is the 90 days, no 90 days. Let's just be very open with what we want. If I want sex, let me be very clear. And by the way, I really love men who would tell me, by the way, I'm looking for you because I like how you look. I would love to experience your body. Perfect man, because he knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. So it's very easy to be able to respond to this man, right? So, Ellie, can men just learn to be very open? There are women out here looking for sex.
We have been open. We have been open. Remember what Abraham did? Abraham told Sarah, you're not giving me, your belly is like this. And Sarah said, kuna huyu Miss Mboch, si ucheze kiwewe. Norin, go ahead.
Well, Frida, Yadi, when I come to you and I tell you, by the Frida, I have a cousin of mine who's just looking at you and feels like, Manze Frida, you've done that thing and he just wants a night stand with you. So you will agree. That's what you're trying to tell us. That's what you're telling us.
No, Norin, I'm saying,
it's fine.
No, I'm not saying that's what I will do. I'm saying if that's what I'm looking for, I'll be happy to have such a guy who will tell me straightforward that that's what they need, other than that's what I need. And then they come to me and I'm like, I also need that. Assuming it's Ellie, you said your cousin. Let's talk about your cousin. It's your cousin. I'll be like, I also want this cousin of yours, but let me pretend. You know, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm looking for sex. So let me pretend to si wote tunataka kitu moja. Tuweko tushamaliza maneno kitambo na tushai.
But Frida, thank you for using me as an example throughout the show. I think I'm having good ratings tonight. Please, Nori, continue vouching.
Okay. If if you get into a relationship and maybe you want to put it as this is something like it is just a relationship meant for sex. You know, there are people who do that. There are people who do not get, who are not satisfied, maybe in their original relationship, and now they are seeking satisfaction from other ladies. So they tend to put them.
Nimenotice kuna kasauti kakifanya Norina anaendelea, unaingia unatoka. Wow.
Atuambie nani anaita hizo sauti hapo.
Hizo ni tanakali za sauti zinafanya chubudio. Now, Frida, I know we are out of time because we still have to do a few more discussions here and there. But at the end of the day, we can discuss this until, as they say, the sun comes home. But what should we be doing different instead of just rushing into things that we start asking others if they are in this by themselves or you are in with them? What should we be doing different?
My take would be, Ellie, know what you want. Know what you want at whatever stage of your life you are in. If you're looking for a relationship and you're looking for this kind of a relationship, then know that's what you want and don't settle until you get what you want. But this issue of settling with the expectations or settling with the aim of people will change is what is bringing the question of who we are or what are we. Then know what you think about yourself before even you get into a relationship. Am I ready to have a relationship that is like this? Am I ready to have a relationship that can have sex in the next 2 months? If no, then choose the one that can wait until 6 months, right? And then when you get into that, have the conversations you want to have before you get into the coochie. Then you know we are already walking to the same path. But when you now get into a relationship, because guys are looking for you, and this is for ladies, a man is looking for you, and then you get into a relationship because he's looking for you, not because you're sure of what you want, then it means he's in control. You see? And you need to be able to know, ukijua kitu unataka. Eli, if you're looking for a yellow car, you're gonna get a yellow car. Hata ukiona ya red, that red will not excite you. You will still be looking for a yellow
shida hizo kala ni za Wakamba, tunapenda yellow, lakini ni za Wakamba, lakini napenda Wakamba zaidi kuliko kala yao. It's all right, continue.
Focus on what you want and be very clear about it. And I know this comes with age, I would say. Like when we're 20, we'll do, but as you grow, you realize if I want sex, then be very open about it, that I actually just want sex. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're evil. It doesn't mean anything. It just means you want sex. And you're very open about it. But when we have these conversations, then we're going to avoid a lot of expectations and a lot of heartbreaks that come because I thought because he got my coochie, he's going to be here for the next 3 years. Right? Or because he didn't get my coochie and I give him during my marriage, I thought he's going to stay with me forever, only for him to cheat in the next 1 year. And you don't understand what's happening. These kind of expectations are coming because women get into a relationship without really knowing what do I want and what are the consequences that come with waiting for 90 days or not waiting for 90 days, right? Know them and be ready to face them, whether positive or negative.
Great, then, mimi siwezi ongezea hiyo. Noreen, malizia kabla utufanyie ile kitu tena.
I am so sorry, but now wacha tu nimalize what I was saying.
Noreen tunifanyia hii story. By the way, hatutaishi hivi.
Wait, just kidogo, not what she has said right now. There was a statement she made just before I left the studio, just before I responded. So there is a statement she made that there is no relationship that is only meant for sex. And that's why I was coming in to say there are people who they are in a dysfunctional relationship where a man doesn't get satisfied or doesn't get satisfaction, or a woman doesn't get satisfaction from their original partner, and now they're seeking another relationship to have a kind of, like, it is a kind of sex relationship, like, I'm here because of sex, and now that is the kind of relationship that it is. Not that a woman or a man will come to you and say, by the way, you look good and I just want you for tonight. I just want to feel you for tonight. So I'm a little bit disagreeing with that. But now the end goal is still the same. You're going into someone to ask for something that is sex, to be precise. That is just sex. So there is a relationship that people have just made it to be, you know what, in this thing, we are only going to be dealing with sex. So when you go back to your wife, or you go back to your original or to your original boyfriend or girlfriend, you're like, I don't feel you. And already you know where you've eaten from. You've already been given food, you're full, and you just come to your house and sleep. Already you have food from somewhere else. So that's
yani ng'ombe imekamuliwa alafu inarudi kwa mwenye ng'ombe, alafu mchungaji anajua mali maziwa ilienda.
It's all right. Kuna wakuchunga na kuna wakukamua, as they say, but who am I? Ladies, unfortunately, we must come to the end of the show. But before we do that, we must make a few announcements, right? So, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Likuyani Elliott, you know that, right? And I've been here for quite some time. Been walking through the journey of the relationship edition with GK Kamau Nyokabi. And tonight, unfortunately, is the last time I'll be hosting this show on Heart in Heart. And that is on the relationship edition, which comes to an end. However, we have new and fresh ideas that are coming. And let me take this opportunity to allow the ladies to tell us what will be going down come August.
Fire, Ellie, it's going to be amazing. So we're taking over. Tunatoa Ellie. Literally, we're telling Ellie, work. We want to have girls talk. We want to talk about these issues from a woman's perspective. So come August, we'll be hosting the show. Right, Noreen? It's going to be amazing. I hope you guys will be joining us so that you can contribute and so that we can talk and share and be very authentic and also very open without, kwenda chini ya maji. So I'm Frida Nguku, and I can't wait to meet you guys in August.
Yes, and you also remember that it is from the 4th of August 2021. You know what? I can't wait to see you, because as Frida has said, we're going to discuss matters dealing with girls. Girls, we are people who speak out. We are people who cannot die because of stress and you're not willing to share. We talk. And during that time, it might be a healing session for some of us. It might be a healing session for maybe one of you that is watching us. That is Girls Talk. Please do not miss this. And remember, just share. Share this news with your friend. Like, you know what? We have something that is coming up on Heart in Heart from August 4th, and please do not miss. Yes, and Ellie is being kicked out. We don't want men in our talk, baby. We don't. We are Miss Independence. No, we don't want.
So there you have it. We are coming to an end of these interesting episodes. We have so far had 17 episodes back to back. I mean, that's almost 4 months, and I think we did a great job. And for those who didn't get to see what we were doing and discussing, you can always head back on YouTube. We have everything arranged for you. You know the handle, right, as it appears on the screen, the Heart in Heart official. Get there, get to rewatch. And there's this topic, as we closed that, was one of the biggest and very how will I call it, controversial or not so controversial, that Nyokabi and I were in, and man, That was such a topic, masturbation in women. Apparently mnapenda sana. Frida, as we walk out, would you rather have to break the 90-day rule, or would you rather take care of the law into your own hands? Frida.
I would rather break the 90 rule. What do you mean masturbate? Why would I do that? No, I'm not going that route. Why am I even doing? Why would I? You know, ni kama kusema kuna sukari hapa lakini unaamua go in. If you want to go in, go in. If you don't want to go in, don't. Hakuna easy.
Oh, so they shouldn't be acting like they are not doing anything, but in fact
Yes,
they are doing something.
they are doing.
What people are trying to go bio and you are using plastic.
Other things. And probably hapo ndio mzee wako wako hapo anangoja ndio mfanye hizi vitu ndio akue bwana na wewe umeng'ang'ana kujifanyia.
No, umebaki na bwana mchungaji.
Mwenye hata kuchunga baadaye.
Noreen, would you rather continue looking like you're living in a perfect world, or actually get ladies to come out and discuss these matters in the girls' talk? Noreen, go ahead.
You're putting me in a spot. All through I've been a good girl, alafu right now you just want to put me in a spot. Anyway, I rather be who I am, because I know myself and I'll work with what is best for me. And what is best for me is for me to wait, because there is no pain in waiting, but there is pain in regretting. Yes.
There is no pain in waiting, but there's all sort of pain and regrets. Ladies, mimi nimeongea sana. Sasa si mujisomee hizi messages. Ndio vipi mimi nianza kula retire yangu na pension yangu kwa amani. Wacha niwaeke na msome. Haya, soma. Nani anaitwaje? Frida, anza tena.
Ambata, will you take power into your hand? Huyo ni Dalmas anauliza Ambata, will you take power into your hand? Valentino Segero, so hivyo ndio kunafungwa. Naivasha mnaenda ama mnaenda Naivasha na msemi. So Noreen anapanda Subaru. Noreen haezi panda Subaru na hii mind yake ya 90 days. Huyu haezi fika huko by the way. Roda, Sarah Jonjo, I see you, my collabo. Yeah, naongelesha Sarah. Sarah, I hope you saw that. Sarah Jonjo, girls talk. Oh yeah, bye Mr. CEO. Bye Ellie. Bye. Girls talk is in. It's gonna be awesome by the way, you guys. Sarah, thanks Frida. We should know what we want in any relationship from day one. Hizo 90 days achia watoto wa pasta. Amen. Amen, Sarah. You should know what you want. Salman Dekodayo. It's not called dysfunctional relationship. It's an open relationship. Some very good point right there. Then Heart in Hearts, again, Damas make a hashtag, Heart in Hearts, sex isn't a permit to date you. Let's normalize mashing. Eish, just like coffee. Eish, Timosh. Ameamua. Hey, you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being on my side. Sarah, Ellie, ananichomea. Ellie, acha kuchomea Sarah, by the way. Miss Jane Muguref, EFWB exists. The modern cover-up for just going into it, for the sexual aspect of it alone. Me and women both do this. Okay. Jane, we see you. Lucy, Ellie, yes, there is many men will be with you for one reason. Oh, okay. And I agree to kuna men will be with you for one reason. Okay, I see. Noreen, I guess that was for you when you say the men who would be with you for, and actually I agree with you, Noreen, on that. There are men who would be with you for sex, but as women, coming from a woman, don't just be there unless that's what you want. But if it's a relationship, you want it to go somewhere, Noreen, don't just go there blindly.
Frida, you know what? Today, Ellie and Frida have decided to take sides. And even the rest of the team, you've decided to take sides. It's fine. But you know what? I'll fight. August Ellie will not be here, so it will be Frida and I. So
Team Frida,
Team
Team
Noreen,
Noreen.
Team Noreen, do not let me down. Don't let
Team
me
Frida.
down.
Mhm.
Team Noreen.
4th August, it's gonna go down.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much for coming on and being part of the conversation. For everybody that made this conversation worth having, thank you so much. You know what to do. Get to the comment section, send us your opinions on what you want us to improve. On top of that, share the link. And the 16 of you, because tulianza wengi, tulianza na roho, mumemalizia na karoho kangi. And then YouTube, the channel is The Arts in Heart Official. It's one word, The Arts in Heart, like it appears on the screen. Subscribe. And then invite friends and watch these sessions until next week. Watch episode mbili kila siku. And then in August, we meet with the girls talk. But I'll be in the men's den. Silio, then let's meet there and let's have fun. Have a great week ahead. Hope to see you on Friday as we also bring down the Art in Heart creative section where we'll be talking about, directing and performing both on stage and in film. See you then on Friday. Till next time, my name is Likuyani Eli and this is Frida Nguku, the new host, the Wednesday edition, alongside Noreen Ambata, the lovely one, the lady in pink. And ladies, it is a night. Take care. God bless you.
God bless you, Eddie.